know this shit be fake, you still gon' take a chance. I feel like a warlord, protecting my soul, praying on my knees so many nights. Murders right outside this room, terrorized. You make it out, you'll treat this shit like paradise. Money stacked in the wall, it's secure. Doc did an ultra scan on my heart and it's pure. I can sit back and tell you all we can endure grind. Many nights, cash for different countries, I take every kind. Built another brand, shit big as Calvin Klein. Better watch me close, y'all want a mastermind. I'm the one giving no hope, and nigga, that's a sign. Many nights, cool summer, thin as ice. Many nights, many cries, real ties. Another 100, count a million times. No, I told you once that on the time reveal. Any loan I ever got, I've been on time with my bill. All this cash come from my stock, gon' make me interest a year. But your every single account, I'm giving attention this year. Patient and staying focused while I'm blazing this flip. 6 racks out my account, a couple days for a trip. Big bitch on my line, waiting any day for the trip. Belly nights, knuckles in my bag on very high. Say you got my back, then don't you never lie. Build a new foundation and it stabilized. I don't want your help, I want you patronize. Many nights, cool summer, thin as ice. Many nights, many cries, real ties. Another 100, count a million times.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. It looks like the market has already gave us that push that we were talking about last night. On the live last night, I was anticipating for price action to do a couple things, so let's go ahead and just dive into it. Nasdaq went ahead and inverted this fair value gap. Okay, I called this out last night. I said if we can invert this FVG, then we can see higher prices. So let's go ahead and mark up our charts and update it. We did sweep buy side here, but before that we did sweep a lot of sell side down here to the downside, and price was just giving us bullish order flow, reacting to fair value gaps along the way. We got one down here that was a clear indication that we're going to see higher prices, and of course that's our tap and go strategy that I have the link in the description if you guys want to lock in and learn my strategy. That is a clean entry model, and there was also an entry model down here as well. But although we did sweep buy side liquidity and we have sell side resting below this level here, again, until price starts respecting some of these levels and show us that we want to go lower, we have to stay bullish and potentially take out all-time highs, or at least this buy side liquidity that's resting above here. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for NQ. We try to do a small time frame to see what's going on at least this morning. Yeah, nice push. Another FVG entry right here. Pretty clean. But until we start seeing the opposite, we inverted this level here. So unless we have then what is this? We got 5 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. Unless the next candle closes bearish and inverts this little gap here and starts giving us lower prices below this fair value gap at the 500 level. Unless we start seeing that, I do anticipate higher prices. So we'll look out for it. I'll even put an alert right here because it will have to rebalance that push that it did do this morning. And I'm just going to take a peek at the daily time frame. Yeah, so I do expect this to at least come up here to this. We inverted this FVG. We can take out this buy side or potentially that one as well. So we got our alert set. We'll just wait and see what happens. Before you guys that are trading, that's what I would look for. Here's one on the 5-minute time frame. This is a brand new candle, 30 seconds into it. You want to see this level hold if you guys are going to be bullish. This is a live example of what I'm talking about. Retrace into the fair value gap from the previous engulfing candle and possibly give you a continuation to the upside. But if it fails, if this level fails right here, then this can turn into an inverse FVG. But right now, we'll just mark it out as a fair value gap. All right. See, let's give it some time here. See how that plays out. While that's doing that, I'm gonna come back to it. Let's go ahead and look at Google. Google kind of barcoding a little bit this morning. Yeah, barcoding all morning. Really no clear indication of what it wants to do. That's kind of what I was talking about last night. We can anticipate a lot of choppiness until Wednesday, because that's when we got high impact news. Meta looks like it wants to give us that continuation to the downside here. We'll see how this candle holds up. It can absolutely sweep this low right here just based on that rejection. Let's take a look at NVIDIA real quick. Retracing into this fair value gap. If this doesn't hold, then you can anticipate NASDAQ dropping as well. Switch to the 1 hour time frame here. Yeah. Nice sweep, nice push, sweep a buy side. We got a lot of imbalances here. This is what we talked about last night. We're kind of barcoding in this range here on a 4 hour time frame. So it did break out of it, but it swept buy side liquidity. So you need to watch out and make sure that this isn't the accumulation manipulation. I'll show you here. This would be, all of this would be accumulation. This move to the upside would be manipulation. And if this is wrong and this is invalid, then this will be the distribution phase and give us that drop to the downside. So real easy play. We'll see what happens. But price already swept buy side. So if you guys are looking for a trade, I really don't know. If you're not already in longs right now and get your stop losses in profit, or you're moving stop losses to break even, I don't know what to tell you. I would probably sit on my hands on this one. Tesla doing this thing. Drop to a smaller time frame here. Did react to a fair value gap down here and absolutely took off. All right, so once again, we'll switch to the 4 hour here. Lots of let's see here. Let's mark up our Tesla chart here. So this will be the line in the sand here. See if price can invert this level, turn this into a possible inverse fair value gap. But for right now, until this candle closes above it, that's going to be our fair value gap, and we want to see if price wants to reject it or if it wants to use this as jet fuel and continue to the upside and possibly take out buy side. That's what I have for Tesla. Let's just go ahead and take a peek at our uranium stocks. As I was telling you guys yesterday, I wanted it to close above the $12 level right here. This rejection and this imbalance tells us that we could possibly see higher prices. So hopefully we can get this closure above $12 and we can start breaking our way back up to the $14 mark. If so, I'll be taking another entry. As of right now, I'm not really looking to take any trades. The last quarter of the year, typically December and November is, like I said before last night, a lot of choppiness. I really don't look for any positions, and a lot of the market is not in it. A lot of liquidity is not in the market. Take one peek at Forex pairs. Let's look at gold. Gold is hovering around the fair value gap that we marked out last night as well. Let's see what happens. A little bit of choppiness here, but we did get a retrace on the daily candle into that imbalance, and it's rejecting it as well. The precision is crazy, but we just got to be patient and wait and see, because we are going to be bouncing between this order block here and this fair value gap here. So we can expect maybe some choppiness for a little bit until we start getting some high impact news. And oil is just bouncing off the floor. Let's take a look at Bitcoin here. Bitcoin, woo! I told you guys yesterday that I wanted to see the sell side hit. I don't know what happened, but it got a nice reversal, nice order block has presented itself here. And on a higher time frame, it left a crazy wick. Yeah, that's a bananas wick. So we'll see what happens here. It could give us a retrace. You got a major level here. All right, that's gonna be an inverse fair value gap. You guys that are in Bitcoin, you guys really want to see this close above that level. If not, what can happen is it can come up to 96, foam everybody in the longs, and then absolutely drop. So I really hope that this does go higher. I told you guys last night, if we start seeing lower than 75,000, which is, I'll show you that level to the left here. Sorry, zoom out. 75,000 is sell side liquidity resting below this level here. So yeah, if we start seeing those lower prices down there, I will buckle up. But if you guys do want to enter Bitcoin, I will say this is a nice level. We are at a discount technically right now. So, and as we've been talking, it's just been rising. So yeah, 5-minute time frame. These two levels have to hold. I would anticipate 89,000 holding. If not, look out below. All right. So that's what I got for my pairs. Let's flip back to NASDAQ here. Yeah, let's flip back to NASDAQ and take a look. Sorry, my phone's ringing. I want to jump on here real quick and give you guys a breakdown before I head off to the gym. But yeah, 1 minute time frame, it is bouncing off of this level. We have a closure above that fair value gap, but it's starting to look exhausted. So I can see a rug pull coming here, and if so, then we can see maybe 25,559. That's why I got my alert there, and I can feel this imbalance. But let's see. I'll stick live. Let's see what happens here. 15-minute. Yep. Yeah, so this level here, if it closes below, what is this, 25,619, then we can expect lower prices. If not, then price will just continue to chop to the upside. It looks like it's been barcoding for a while here. Yeah, for about 20 minutes. So I'm sure a lot of traders are getting rattled, but this is kind of price action that you face when you're heading into December, man. I mean, I've seen this year over year. This is not a time to catch any big moves. This is definitely going to be a scalping session. But hey, I'll mark out your areas. Hopefully you guys are able to tune in and learn, man. Like this stuff's very valuable. Not a lot of people are trading it this way. There's a lot of people that have a lot of extra steps to the process, but if you're trying to catch those decent moves and those good swing positions, these institutional levels are going to help you a lot. So while we watch this absolute wick fest, let's go ahead and switch over to look at what kind of news events might have happened over the night, because I didn't even take a look at that. Let's just go ahead and look at the high impact stuff. Yeah, so Ukraine's mad at anybody that's helping. I'm sorry, Russia's mad at anybody that's helping Ukraine. That's as of the last 7 minutes. That's no surprise here. All right. And let's see here. Yeah, they want to bomb Ukraine. So if any of this stuff happens, then obviously the market is definitely going to see some volatility. So that's why it's important that you guys can stay up to date here. That can explain why there's some sideways price action going on too. Maybe because everyone's kind of waiting to see what happens. But they said the active drone campaign showed 10% of. Yeah, that's crazy. They're definitely getting cracking over there again. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, Russia's not playing. Yeah, so I think everybody is able to fly back to Venezuela now that they've kind of gone over the threat that they did have. Man, that's really something else. I've never seen a president bully another president out of a country, but hey, that's politics, man. But yeah, I really don't see anything too concerning. Let's go ahead and check our Trump tracker here. Yeah, so this is interesting because Moscow's not playing with Ukraine, but Trump is still talking to Zelensky. So, man, interesting times, man. Interesting times, and I would be for license. Okay, I would be the first person to say that we're not going to see much volatility in the market, but with all these geopolitical moves, man, there's a chance that we can see it. So we just got to stay vigilant, stay up to date, and make sure we're staying, we're pivoting, and we're staying on our toes, because at any moment anything can change. So that's what we have there. Let's go ahead and go back to our charts. Here we go. Finally, starting to drop below this fair value gap. That's what patient pays, and this is what you want to look for if you're going to look for shorts. You want to see a candle closure below this level, specifically this order block here. Yeah, I notice on the 1 minute time frame it's not very promising, but that I mean, this is the type of trade. This is what it takes. So anything below this level here on that order block 25,620, you can short it, and possible targets will be down here 25,564 Especially down here, about 61 ticks. You only really need 20. If you can consistently catch 20 ticks, you guys will not have a problem paying some bills. So, all right, new 1 minute candlestick. Like I said before, you want to see a hold. Make sure that this isn't a market maker stepping in trying to create FOMO for shorts just so they can drive it higher, because we do have news tomorrow. But this looks a little promising. You want to just see a flush straight to the downside. You don't want to see a play in the games right here. You don't want to see a play games. If it's going to flush, it's going to flush. Yeah. So you want to see it stay below this level there. Anybody that wants to get that that software I was using called MRKT AI, that's what I use to see all the geopolitical news events that might have happened overnight from everywhere in the world, whether it's in Japan or Russia. They push everything into one platform. I'm able to look at red photo news that usually I go to Forex Factory for, but instead of me having all these different tabs open to try to keep up with everything, I got everything pushed into one platform. So that's MRKT AI. The link is in the description if you guys want to get that and use that for your own, which I do encourage. And this is not what you want to see. You don't want to see it play games here, drop and then absolutely reverse, because you do have an order block here that it bounced off of. But we'll see. Give it a little bit here. Might want to color outside the lines. That's what I call it. See, and then on the 5 minute, it left a wick. See, that's why you want to wait for a candle closure below the midpoint of the fair value gap. That's my specific strategy. If not, it can leave a wick and continue to give you higher prices. Just barcode madness. Typically, whenever you have price action like this, this is not trading conditions. Again, this could be a market maker just trying to FOMO everybody in the shorts just so they got retail bearish order flow and they're just trying to sit it higher. So you see that enough times, then you kind of know what to expect. But eventually price is going to have to come and rebalance and give that retrace. It's just a matter of when. Not sure if they want to come up here and fill this imbalance first to the upside before they do that. Let's see. Just choppiness. Like I said, I just want to do this live before I hit the gym. Been promising to do this stuff for you guys for a while, and everybody's been wanting to learn how to trade. So there's not a better way than for me to kind of show you what I do day to day and the stuff that I look for that works for me. I do filter out a lot of trades this way. But that's fine, you know. Again, I'm not. Can I trade this on a smaller time frame, a 15-minute time frame? Sure, but even on the 15-second time frame, look what it's doing. It's literally just kind of barcodes accumulating. All right, so you're not missing out on much. You know that we're in bullish order flow. You've seen it react to these fair value gaps and offer higher prices and give us higher highs. So technically we're in an uptrend. So there's really no reason to short it. But at the same time, I do know how the market moves, and I do know how once it's convincing that it is going to the upside, that's when they flip it. So a little bit of disruption is a signal to me that they do want to change order flow. Eventually it will switch. I could just tell based on the disruption here, the logarithm is changing. But your entry is just as important as knowing where the market's going. Your entry is just as important. So you just got to be patient, wait for your opportunity, wait for a fair value gap to present itself, a clean one, That way you can mitigate your risk, know when you're wrong, right? So you got the way I trade it and my strategy, the type of go strategy. It's a good easy way to mitigate risk, and you know when you're wrong and you need to cut your trade before you have these crazy stop losses. But yeah, as you can see, another rejection after a sweep. Until we start seeing clear indication that order flow wants to switch, and we'll take a peek at NVIDIA. NVIDIA is doing the exact same thing, just barcoding down here. So, but it did give a retrace into this imbalance. So unless NVIDIA wants to rug pull everybody and come down to the 181 level, I don't see. Yeah, Meta's doing the same thing. Google's doing the same thing. Just kind of just barcoding here. Tesla's finally giving its pullback here after the rejection of the fair value gap we just marked out. Yeah, let's see. I'm still very much convinced that price will want to come down lower, but this is it. This is all we're waiting for. This level here. I'm not concerned about this up here. I'm not concerned about anything else. This level right here, 25, and yep. So let's see if it gives it up now. And then if you wanted to take these shorts, I mean, you can, but I just don't like how we got this barcode right here. It's just accumulating. It can spit out either way and give you a fake out. But if you wanted to short it, you would just put your stops above these order block highs, because if price does break above these highs, then it is definitely going much higher than that if you wanted to short this. But first TP would be down here, the sell side resting below. I'll mark it out for you. If you are taking these shorts, it's about 60 points. And just wait and see. Needs to come on so I can go to the gym. Like I said, I'm just now starting these. I'm going to start. I really want the recording to be on YouTube, and that's why I'm doing it, because there's some people that might. I wish I had somebody doing this. I said this on the last one. I wish I had somebody doing this live for me and pointing out the specific things that they're looking for. And then I'm also doing it because somebody else might have something that they do, and they can, let me know in the DMs or in the comments, and I'll look into it and back test it and maybe add it to my trading strategy, right? So, but I just always wish that someone did this for me so I could see it live. We talk about liquidity and order blocks, but I don't know how they work, right? So now, now that I do, now that I've been trading it for 10 years and been profitable, I got the confidence now to teach everybody else. So here we go. Gave us a nice drop as expected, guys. We called the top. So far, 40 ticks. Sell side liquidity is resting below here. This is the TP zone. Let's see if we get it. So I can go to the gym. And guys, if it does flush below this fair value gap, this sell side here, it could possibly inverse this entire imbalance and come down for those lows that we were talking about yesterday. But let's see if we can get down here. It's close. We just need a little bit more push, and then we can wrap it up. It's really bad at edging people too. Like, the market is so funny, man. And it just goes to show like how patient you gotta be. I used to always chase those kind of shorts and get stopped out non-stop, right? And I can never understand why, but it's like they build up the move, and it was like I knew the move was coming before it actually happened. So a lot of times I knew I was right, and I knew I was right. I knew I was gonna be right. There we go, TP hit. There we go, guys. Gave us a nice flush for about 81 ticks. Did it live. It showed you guys what I was looking for, how to execute it. We've marked our institutional levels. It's the same process every single day. So I got to run to the gym, but hopefully you guys can review this video, watch it again, and now we're starting to get a reaction here. That's not by coincidence, guys. That's not by coincidence. Certified sniper. We do this day in, day out. I'm going to continue to do this as long as you guys show that love and support. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. and then I'll come back tomorrow morning and do it again. But this will be recorded for you guys that are learning and you guys want to put everything together. If you guys need a little bit more hands-on, my Discord is free, link in the description. Also, the Day Trading Academy is posted in the description as well, where I go over my tap and go strategy, and I put everything together, make it easy to learn for some of you guys that are just now getting started. But hey, until the next one, guys, I'm about to run off to the gym and crush it. Hopefully you guys have a great day today, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Coochie on her coochie, yeah, I'm nasty. I've been giving them love on my career, this shit I'm texting. Don't let that go over your head, let it sink in. Have him chop your dread, let that sink in. 10 million on a check, all I need is a pen. Nigga, I better get rest, have my patience thin. You can tell by the way they dress, on the latest trend. Don't care she pretty in the face, that shit don't make her 10. When you build off faith, this shit don't break a bend.